Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. There's contact on the throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
So not only does he get his first completion in the game, and that's great, but probably a good way to start this game just to be able to settle into the game and start to be able to go out there and make plays for this offense.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. And on the carry, he's heading left. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a big gain.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The sack sets up second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they grab the early lead. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What?
just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And the BIG10 makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Estrada. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking right, this one caught.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, I'm going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And the defense able to hold in there to a short gain.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He lets it go on the move. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll run it to the left. The Salter able to bring him down quickly.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Quarterback operating an empty set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete. offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Off the incompletion, and sets up a 3rd down and 2. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 20, at the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First down at 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of this quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the... So a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer to the option that time.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Here's the second down play. offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but broke the tackle and produced a solid gain there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Crucial third down play coming up. This is RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. And there's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a handoff. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback dropping back. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on the sack.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these 3rd downs. And a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
Oh, the returner fumbled it. Looks like the offense able to recover.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one, but they're just unable to complete the pass.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Using his legs, it's Estrada. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver makes the grab, and they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. The back's got it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense operating from the pistol. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Run. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He makes the grab. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Direct snap to the back. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. Two-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play calling? Then he'll run out of bounds and pick it up a few yards on the play.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here. Using that jet motion in that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Third down after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Important second down play coming up. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. The setup at 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Now to try for 2. They'll try to run this one in. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
Boy, there's so many choices here for this quarterback on this option call. That's why it's such a good call on a 2-point try. Here, I thought he might run it in. Instead, the defense takes him away. No problem. Pitch it out. Let the back take it in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to throw it again. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Hand off to the single back. Fighting off the defender. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The Ducks churn out another first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now it's second down here. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.